They abandoned their belief in the supernatural. Now you are asking me to sabotage that achievement, to send them back into the dark ages of superstition and ignorance and fear? No!
I heard people pontificating this is just a gimmick, like I'm just rapping about it and I don't really live it. My question to you: hand me a list of your favorite rappers, I laugh at that. You take offense, but established factors they rather whack. You wanna prove me wrong and cool, we'll take a stab at that. They talking shit but don't possess the fucking skills to even match. I'm thermonuclear, like a future that's gloomier. Annihilate these nooses and make the planet feel roomier. So let me guess, you gonna spit at another gun bar? That's further evidence that proves to me how whack you are. You know, these days, we hear a lot of talk about tolerance. But see, tolerance is a two-way street. Many folks that are religious, and a few that aren't, will say that I'm being intolerant when I criticize someone's religion. I've had conversations recently on social sites where there are people who say that atheists and anti-theists in particular are wrong for even having an opinion about someone else's religion or what they think about whether or not there's a man in the sky, or however they choose to define their God concept. But as I said, tolerance is a two-way street. You are in no position to tell me that I cannot negatively speak about your religion when the very book that it's derived from targets non-believers and sentences them to eternal damnation. When preachers make a whole lot of money and make big noise in their sermons about non-believers, be it an overt reference or a subtle reference to people that don't believe. And this goes on in churches all over the country, indeed the planet. At some point, they're going to talk about how bad it is to not believe. And like I said, it could be subtle, a subtle reference to those that aren't covered in the blood of Christ or whatever. Muslims, the same thing, though a little different. You see, their text talks about other people. It talks about non-believers. But they feel as though no one can talk about their text in a negative way. No one can talk about the symbolisms in their religion. So much so that there are some of them that are willing to commit violent acts because they don't have an understanding that in our country, we have freedom of speech. People are going to say what the fuck they want. It's just that simple. Now, maybe it's because some of them come from, well, most of the ones in the Middle East, they come from tyrannical governments, which had absolutely no respect for someone's right to say what the fuck they want. And I'm sure growing up in this environment, while of course it was oppressive, it's taught them certain lessons on how to react. Now, I feel as though this needs to be said. Either subtract the references to non-believers or people who don't believe in your particular faith out of your text and out of your sermons and out of your khutbahs and all of that and speeches, or fall back from the sucker shit, which is telling me and other atheists and anti-theists that we're not allowed to speak negatively about shit we disagree with.